August the 23rd, 2019. As you're looking at satellite images over the Gulf of Mexico, and the storm just to the right of the Florida Peninsula now is up to a 70% chance of development. Now, the updates are coming in. We're going to look at it. But notice this flow that's moving west across the peninsula. That may influence the actual track itself. But I will read that to you. We're also getting moisture being pushed up out of the Gulf of Mexico. In Louisiana, you're getting the main brunt of it now. It's going to add up for the next few days, depending on how this system moves out here. And the effect of the system that we're watching to the right of your screen. This thing could either fully cross or partially cross the peninsula itself. You got Chantal out here. Still a tropical depression at 30 miles an hour. We have a new system, 20% chance of development. Now, this is over the next 5 days. It says showers and thunderstorms have increased since yesterday. It's moving about 15 miles an hour, so we'll have to keep an eye on this thing. 20% chance, 5 days, 10 over the next 2 days. But things are changing. And as we look at this system, now it's a 70% chance of formation in 5 days. Remember, the cone is not the size that's somewhere the center is supposed to track. But let me read this. It says the low is forecast to move near or over the Florida Peninsula through tonight. That's why I was watching those low clouds, guys, that were moving across the peninsula. So they're kind of unsure. This is the probable path. But the center could be to the left of that. We'll watch it. It says environmental conditions appear conducive for development once the system moves northeastward back over the Atlantic waters on Saturday. So today's going to be kind of an iffy day into tonight. Will it get over the peninsula? If it goes over the mainland and stalls, it will weaken the storm. It could move over into the Gulf of Mexico. Again, they said crossing the peninsula in that report. As we look at the entire Atlantic, there's the storm we're watching. There's the with Chantal tropical depression. But here's the new system. It's out in front of the larger system. It was kind of part of that tail that we were watching being pulled into the large system off of Africa. Now, the larger system is really mingling with the remains of that Saharan sand. Not much is supposed to be out into the Atlantic, but you can tell that the top end is getting hit. Now, we're going to do an update on this later. The Dow is down. This is at, as I'm recording this, is about 9 a.m. Central. The market's been open about 30 minutes, so we're down about 117. Notice in the top right, the HSI Hang Seng, it rose 130 last night in their trading, 130.6, so we're almost equal right here. This is, again, Friday. We'll watch it, guys. Everyone's waiting on what the Fed's going to do today. Jerome Powell, I think, is going to speak at Jackson Hole, Wyoming, where they have the big economics meeting there. So they are waiting on his word. So we will definitely be keeping an eye on this throughout the day, as well as that storm. And maybe we probably will do an update between now and 2 p.m. But around that time, depending on what the markets are doing and what Jerome Powell says about the Fed rate, we may come in with a live stream there, guys. But it's a heads up. Be safe.